Join the flip side. That's what Samsung just released. Just announced right now, about 19 minutes ago. Join the flip side. Samsung officially announced their launch of the Galaxy Z Flip 5, Z Fold 5, and their Galaxy S9 tablet series. It is going to be July 26th. We will be live streaming it. Please join us. Subscribe to the channel so you get notified when we go live. Now, I will not be getting one. I plan on getting the Nothing Phone 2 at launch here in next week. Now, the Samsung Galaxy launch, they should have some stuff up their sleeve. Now, it's going to be those three devices, the tablet series, the Flip 5 and Fold 5. However, you never know. They may have something up their sleeve, although we have not seen any FCC Samsung devices slide through outside of the three that I just mentioned, because some people were hoping that the new Galaxy Buds or a refreshed version of the Galaxy Buds were going to be launched with this new Unpacked event on July 26th. Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Usually we will get a good idea of what's going to get released, because every device in the United States that emits frequencies, receives frequencies, or transmits frequencies has to get certified through the FCC, and it's public knowledge. So that's kind of a little heads up as far as what companies have planned up their sleeve, and it's supposed to be released with some basic specs, but nothing when it comes to watches or earbuds or anything as of now. Something may change. You know, they do like to slide stuff through the FCC and get FCC certified. You know, typically it's about a month from within launch, but could be. I've seen some that are a week before launch. Now, these companies know what the FCC passes and fails, so they have a pretty good idea of once it leaves the warehouse or the R&D department. They basically know if it's going to pass, meaning Samsung, or if it's going to fail in the FCC. So they could slide it through at the last minute. You never know. And if they do, we'll obviously bring the news straight to you. Subscribe to the channel. We are number one when it comes to breaking news, when it comes to case reviews, anything in the mobile technology world, cell phones, wearables, CPUs, GPUs, computers. I'm actually doing editing a video right now on the best GPUs you can buy. Whatever, that's off topic. But I look forward to these foldables. We have leaked information. Basically, everything's been leaked about the Fold 5. The last thing to leak out just a couple of days ago is that it will have the new hinge on it, where it will fold flat against each other. They've been facing a lot of criticism lately because it was first announced that it was going to have the 4th gen hinge on it, and that was not satisfying to a lot of people. They did get some online backlash, because if you're not familiar, these foldables that Samsung has, the Fold 5, which is coming out, opens up like a book, and the Flip 5 opens up like a clamshell, or like the old school StarTAC Motorola phones, right? Well, these foldables, the Flip, not so much. It almost folded flat when you fold them closed. It was pretty darn close, although they are re-engineering that hinge from what I hear. I don't think this new hinge is going to be on the Flip 5. I may be wrong. But the Fold 5, the upcoming Fold, is the one that everybody was concerned about, because on the previous gen, the 4th generation, when you fold it, that's when it opens up like a book. When you actually close it, it would not close to a perfect, let's say you do this. The old Fold 4, when you would fold it together, would basically look like this. It would basically look like this sheet of paper. You would have this side completely touching, but you would have a little space in between where the hinge is. Now, from earlier reports are saying they were going to put this new hinge on the Fold 6, the 6th generation. And I think they said, you know what, we got to put it on this one, because OnePlus is coming out with a foldable that's supposed to be having a completely fold flat hinge. Oppo has a fold flat hinge. Google Pixel Fold has a close to folding, completely folding hinge. And Samsung, the company that started all these foldables, they, were on the outside looking in when it came to completely folding foldables. And does it matter? People that have not had a foldable, does it matter? Yeah. I mean, I've had the Flip. I've had multiple generations. I've had the one that folds a clamshell, like the Motorola StarTAC. I've had the Flip 2, Flip 3, Flip 4, and I'm done with foldables. I'm just done. Long story, and if you've watched my videos, you've heard the story, but they would not fold perfectly like this. Now, like I said, they were the ones that came out with this foldable technology, or at least put it to market. And it kind of does make a difference. When you have something, when you spend $2,000 on something, you have, customers can gripe, right? You have every right to gripe or just simply say, I'm going to pass. And I put out videos saying I really wasn't that impressed, because the only upgrade this Fold 5 was getting was just the CPU. They were just going to put the overclocked Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 that the S23 Ultra has, which I'm recording on, and that was basically it. The specs are leaked, they're out there, and it's not much that I don't even think. Now, I didn't pay too much attention to it because I'm not going to get it, but I think the camera sensors were about the same. UFS storage was the same. RAM, even the screen, I believe, is the same. So it really wasn't. In the video, check it out. I put out a video maybe 2 or 3 days ago. If you're watching this, go back into my video history. I put out a video that describes the, actually 2 videos. One a few days ago, and then another one maybe, I don't know, a week ago, 10 days ago. But just scroll through my videos, look for Z Fold 5 titles. You'll see it. I got all the specs, and it was not much of an upgrade, right? So people are like, really? And that's when OnePlus leaked out their OnePlus V Fold, and that thing looks badass. And OnePlus did that on purpose because they knew Samsung that this Fold 5 was kind of lackluster, and OnePlus knew they had a badass phone up their sleeve, and that's why they leaked it. Trust me, these companies leak their own stuff, leak their own press. All right, it's not somebody sneaking in their headquarters in the middle of the night getting this info. They leak it. Their PR team does on purpose because they want people like you and me to see what's going on. Oh, Samsung's not really going to have that much of an upgrade. Oh, but look at this OnePlus foldable that's coming out. Damn, that looks awesome. That's why. Now, get back to the hinge, and I'll make this short. But to get back to the hinge, Samsung Z Fold 4, the current model, had a hinge that would fold, one that opens and folds like a book. Had a hinge that would look like that, right? These two parts would touch, and the hinge would look like, not so much. Well, now, apparently they're manufacturing a bunch of these with their new hinge. It's called Teardrop, which, when you think about it, it really doesn't make sense, because that looks like a teardrop, doesn't it? Like this, that looks like a teardrop. Now their foldable is supposed to be almost 100% folded like this. When you fold it over, it's supposed to look like this. Supposed to look like that, where it's almost 100, probably 98% folded up. Now they call this their new one, the teardrop, which doesn't make much sense. You would think it would just be, something else, like the old hinge would be the teardrop hinge, whatever. That's what makes the OnePlus V Fold so interesting, because, and that's why they named it the V. It folds like a V. Their new OnePlus completely folds flat. This new Samsung one is more rounded on the corners. They have a little different placement where the flashlight is on the back, or the LED on the back. But here's I'm gonna put a link in the video description. If you're planning on getting one, I don't hate against them. They're just not for me, right? Just not for me. Again, long story, I'm not going to get into it. They're just not for me. Foldables are just not. I'm going to put a link in the video description where you can get, if you want to reserve one. Now, there is no obligation to buy it. If you reserve it, all you do is simply put in your email address. Trust me, I've bought a ton of devices with Samsung. I basically got a Chromebook for free because I had thousands of points that I totally forgot about, and bought a new Chromebook for like $80. So I have tons of experience. Samsung will not, you're not going to be obligated to pay. If you put in your email address to reserve a Flip 5 or Fold 5 or a Samsung Galaxy tablet, to reserve one, all you do is put in your, I think it's your email address. It's not even your phone number, it's an email address. However, when it comes out, they'll email you, hey, they're available to buy, and then you buy it through the link that Samsung sends you in that email. You automatically get $50 off. I'm gonna save you the hassle of going to find the link and is it secure or not, or is it safe. I'm gonna go pull the link from Samsung. I know they emailed me this morning. I'll pull the link from there, and it may actually give you more off now that I think about it. Oh, look, when I get off here, just look. If you're interested, click the link in the description box to reserve one. Again, no obligation. If you reserve one and you decide you don't want to buy it, that's fine. Don't buy it. You don't put in your card information. You're not running credit checks. Nothing. And I think I can get y'all more than 50% off. I think I can get you more, but if you're interested, click the link in the description. It'll take you to a reserve page where you can reserve one of those 3 devices I just mentioned. And enjoy. If you like those, I know I've met some people that love them, and they said they're never going to go back. That's cool with me. Whatever. Hey, whatever floats your boat. They're just not for me. But they are cool though. And so that's it. But we will see you next time. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm gonna live stream the Samsung launch event. I'm gonna live stream the Nothing Phone 2 launch event. I'm getting the Nothing Phone 2. We're gonna do case reviews for the Nothing Phone 2, case reviews for the Pixel 7 Pro, case reviews for the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, case reviews for the iPhone 15 when that comes out later in a few months. We're gonna be stacked. We're the go-to channel when it comes for mobile technology. We got everything. So I'll see y'all next time, and peace out.